Today it's Wednesday, November 6, 2024. This is the oil pump that I showed you yesterday, that I opened yesterday, but I didn't press the gears. Today I unpress the gears. Because some people will gonna say, you know what, Tassos, this normal clearance, tolerance, what has a shaft. It's not a wear, as an example. Prove me wrong, right? You're right, you're 100% right. Alright, before I wash it, okay, this is the worst actually. This here says the worst. This is also F up, but you're not gonna be able to see what I see until I wash it. Alright? This stainless steel, this aluminum. Alright? And we see some minor scoring. This is hard, also the fins for the pump. And this is okay, not something crazy. I was not expecting to have any problem with this one. Yeah, we're gonna see that when it comes to time, not now. Let me prepare and wash all the parts, and then I'm gonna show you. It's gonna be much easier to focus also the camera, because if you're not here to see with your eyes, you're not gonna be able to understand through the camera what I have in front of me. Let's remove the oil, the burnt oil, the sludge, the carbon, whatever has on it, to look nice and decent. You're gonna have, for you, it's gonna be a second. For me, give me 15-20 minutes. All right. And that's how it looks like the pump 20 minutes later. 20 minutes later, why? Because I want to smoke also one cigarette. It's early morning. All right. Now, I'm gonna show you what I mean for the wear, when I was talking about the wear of the pump. I haven't touched it with any sandpaper, I haven't scratched it by any means. Alright, I just remove the oil, whatever burnt oil has. Fine. I showed you this yesterday, that, let me turn on the light, it might be better. Right? That here has a wear, and you see at this point it's nice and shiny, like never touched a shaft, and there is this point down here that it has a wear. Same story here on the other shaft. This side is nice and beautiful and clean, but this side, it's how it's working, how it's the forces, how they apply the force on the shaft, on the housing. And this is the other one that now that's washed, you can clearly see what I'm talking about. Not only on these pumps, in any pump, in any hydraulic pump, it's gonna be the same thing. All right. Now, see what's gonna happen when we're gonna put the impeller, the shaft. That here it comes the fins. All right. This there is one dot here. That is from where's my mark to put again the fins back in place. So if you put it here, what's gonna happen? Now with one hand. I hope that you understand what I'm saying. There is, in one point, it's too much, the wear. No, not there, I removed out. I'm almost full inside. In one point it has so much wear, in the other point it has less, because this hole is round. Fine. Now, all the pumps, even if you get a brand new oil pump or hydraulic pump, they have a rate of leak. Obviously, they have a rate of leak. From the shafts, from the housing, they have some rate of leak. The thing is, how much is the rate of leak? Because, as an example, if I make one hole here, you know, it will gonna still be a pump, but because I make the hole, as an example, you're gonna break the oil pressure from there, and it's not gonna work as a pump. Makes sense? Now, this is the rear cover of the oil pump housing. Fine. All right. The shafts, they're stainless steel, and it's very difficult to have a problem. I mean, they're not gonna become like an egg, obviously. The biggest problem, what's happening, what has, it's the housing, the cover and the housing here. All right. Then, same story here. You see a lip Why? Because there is a space. It's not a lack of lubrication, it's because it has a space and it can make this movement. It will gonna find the place and it's gonna start moving. Right? Okay. So you're gonna see the wear one way only. It's not so bad. And the other side's beautiful. And then on the small shafts, just keep it there 1 second. On the small shafts, take a look how it looks like here. Here it's okay at this point. All around, and especially the opposite here, it's not okay. And from this one, same story. You have some scoring inside, but this side it's much worse. This side's much worse versus this side. And once again, this is for all the pumps. It's not only for this pump. What else? What else? There's nothing wrong with the gears. The gears are excellent. They are not suffering. All right. These are the pads that this is on where I don't want to put it dry. I want to put some oil to put it back together. Let me show you the fins. This is just 1 second. Don't mix up. I'm getting the first one. It's pointing left. This is okay. Fine. These fins, they're running here inside, and as it spins the pump, all right, where am I? Keep it back in place. I don't want to mix up this one. This, it's not good to mix up. This has to go again to the same position where it was running. All right. As it spins the pump, some of them they're flat, it's near, and some other they are out. This is to grab the oil and start pushing it front. All right. A little bit of wear on the housing. Fine. Now, I'd never said that the pump it's for scrap. I said that the pump, since you're opening the engine, it's good thing, let us say, it's good thing to put a new one, because of the wear what has. It's not a new one. Can you reuse it? Definitely you can reuse it. I never said that you cannot reuse it. Will it gonna last? You already know the answer. I have no clue how long it's gonna last. I don't know when it's gonna stop pumping enough fluid. Makes sense, right? So, first I'm inspecting one part. As an example, if I have this piston, and this piston, it's broken, example, all right? It's missing one piece of the piston. I'm not gonna go to wash it. What's the point to wash it? You can see that it failed, all right, fine. But if you cannot see the first checkup, the first inspection, if you see that it looks okay, then you're gonna go to this step to clean it further, to wash it more, to inspect it much more with more details, to be able to understand what you have in front of you. And then if you don't find any problem, then you're gonna get the measurements. The same thing also with the oil pump. As soon as I get in my hand and I will start moving the gears and I can see the clearance, or when I open the rear cover and I saw that it has excessive clearance, how the fuck am I English? Yeah. Then it's pointless. I know it's a used pump, it has some scoring, it does have catastrophic failure, but it's not, you're not gonna use it again on a fresh engine build. If you call it a day and you say that, you know what, I'm gonna reuse everything except of the seals and gaskets, then yeah, you can put it back again. Yeah. Once again, it's not my call. Me, from my side, I'm inspecting the part, I'm washing the part to understand what I have in front of me, to see if there is any problem, all right? I'm cleaning it, I'm preparing it, and then I'm advising. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, let's put it back together. I need to put some oil first inside. I don't want to scratch the housing. The pads, it goes only in one way, because it's to push against the pressure, to don't slide out. High viscosity lubricant, closing the pump, pressing the gears back, and that's it. I'm gonna show you in a second. Yeah. The springs, it has double spring to return back again on the default position. Default position is full pressure. like the MO57, like the MO77, like so many other pumps out there. Okay, yeah, nothing more. The housing here for the ball, it's okay for the pressure. Fine, 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 fine. Lovely. I'm not touching at all the housing. I'm not polishing anything. All right, nothing. Because if I have to polish again the area that has a wear, I'm gonna remove more material. So I'm keeping it as it is. I'm just washing it, fresh oil, closing back again, torquing down the specs, and that's it. And then call it a day. And then it's all about, this is the upper, this is the lower one, this comes like that. And there is a side. This side goes down, this side goes up. The same thing also on this. Same dimensions, both of those. And not wear. These are the pads that has inside the springs. This goes like that, and this goes like that here. All right, let me put it back together. I'm gonna show you how it looks like at the end, and that's it. This is just, like I've said before, with any other part. I'm giving my advice, my opinion, and then it's not on my hand. Lovely, amazing. Before I close the cover, everything back in place. Okay, springs in place, the impeller, the fins, the pads, the spring, the ball, the shafts, plenty of oil. You cannot put too much oil in an oil pump. I mean, even if I sink it inside the bucket with oil, again, you cannot say you put too much oil. Let's close the cover and then press the gears. And that's how does it looks like together, everything back in place. It doesn't bite anywhere. You're gonna tell me it wasn't biting earlier. Yeah, you're right. Fine, face the gears here. It has a clearance here, it's aligned properly. The gears on this side and here, its face here has its own spacer. Fine. I put back the seal. I put back this pin, guide pin. The other one's supposed to be on the housing. All right. It's been torqued down. It has fresh oil inside. Can I reuse it? Yes, I can. Like I said, I can reuse it. There is no problem from my side. I'm not afraid. It's not gonna fail. It's not like that. You're gonna start the engine and you're gonna collapse. You're gonna come apart. It's not like that. The thing is, I don't know how long it will gonna last. That's my point. All right, and the rate of leak. Fine. So now wrapping it with nylon, and this either I'm gonna use it again, or I'm gonna use a new one, or I'm gonna give it as a part back to the customer with his rest of his parts. We're gonna see. Let me wrap it to finalize this one. I'm gonna find it in front of me with one way or the other. I didn't spend so much time. Okay, it's half hour all in all. Not a big deal, right? Let me wrap it also to don't be contaminated now. Otherwise we're gonna be for no reason all this what I did, and move on. All right, it's been wrapped with nylon. Keep it there for now. Now, next video is gonna be either rebuilding this engine with the new parts, or rebuilding this engine with the old parts, or putting a used engine, or there is also another one option. You can find also the guy who's gonna say, I can fix it cheaper. It's the guy who's gonna put a silicone sealant everywhere, you know, they're gonna put even silicone here on the seals for the tensioner. No worries, I can fix it, you know, they're gonna put full silicone there, they're gonna close it by again, it will not gonna leak. Piston rings, they're gonna find some used one from scrapyard, probably. It will gonna run, yes, how long? Nobody knows, it's a gambling, you know, they might get lucky with that. That's it from me. Thank you very much. Over and out. This is all about the oil pump. Once again, I'm not saying that it's gonna fail. I'm just saying that it's not in good shape. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you.